Good afternoon, welcome to my channel. My name is Felipe. Today we're going to continue the study of international logistics. I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, give us a like, share this video with a friend, start the notifications. Don't forget, if you're going to buy at internet, click in the link at the description, Shopee and Amazon. Thank you very much. The popularity of FTZs has grown markedly throughout the world over the past 15 years. For example, there were slightly more than 50 FTZs in the United States in the early 1980s. By the early 1990s, the United States boasted over 170 FTZs, with almost 25 located in the state of Texas. Similar growth of FTZs seen in the other countries as well. China's their special economic zones have been so successful that tied up to 10 new CEZs are expected to become operational during the 1990s. The Commonwealth of Independent States, formerly the USSR, opened its first FTZ during 1990s in the city of Nakhoda in Cameroon. Also is expected to open its first FTZ in the early 1990s. Foreign trade zones offer a number of possible advantages to parties engaged in global commerce. Because FTZ rules and regulations are country-specific, the benefits to FTZ operation vary from country to country. As a result, a definitive listing of FTZ benefits is not possible. To give a flavor for the types or benefits associated with FTZs, several advantages of FTZs in the United States are listed. Cash flow. Duties are only paid when imported products are shipped into U.S. customs territory. Quota avoidance. Within a FTZ, products subject to quotas may be transformed into non-quota items, which are then free from quota restrictions. Security. There are strict penalties, 2 years in prison and a $5,000 fine associated with the pilferage or theft of goods from FTZ. Change circumstances. Location FTZ allows companies greater flexibility in dealing with changing U.S. laws. However, in 1989, the House of Representatives Government Operations Committee was critical of U.S. FTZs, saying that they promoted imports rather than exports. The program encouraged use of foreign components. Most of the finished goods are then shipped into the domestic U.S. markets for consumption. Presently, 89% of all shipments from FTZ are consumed in the United States. Only 11% are consumed in foreign markets. Airports. Airports have been characterized as harbors on the ocean of air. This rather prosaic description, taken from the early days of commercial air travel in the United States, was meant to demonstrate that airports serve a purpose quite similar to that of water ports, that is, transfer points for freight and passengers. Although there are several types of airports, such as general aviation, military and commercial, our focus in the chapter will be commercial air terminals. Table 9.2 provides a listing of the world's 10 busiest airports in terms of passenger throughput. This is of importance of shippers of freight, as so much air cargo moves on passenger flights. The world's busiest airports by far is Chicago O'Hare, with more than 56 million passengers. 7 of the 10 busiest passenger airports are located in the United States. 2 are in Western Europe, with 1 located in the Far East. The information table 9.2 provides one indication on why the United States is considered a lucrative market for airline travel. The information in table 9.2 deals with overall passenger statistics and is not stratified by international traffic. In terms of cross-border air traffic, The market share of gateway airports has been changing in recent years due to the growth of international commerce, liberalization of bilateral air agreements, a merger acquisitions, a bankruptcies among the world's airlines. Among US world busiest passengers airports, Chicago Air 56.130 in thousands, Dallas Fort Worth US, Los Angeles, Atlanta, London, Tokyo, New York Kennedy, San Francisco International, Denver Stapled, Frankfurt Main. New York John F. Kennedy Terminal Airport has long been the dominant gateway for both freight and passenger traffic. By 1995, however, Miami International may surpass JFK in terms of international passenger and cargo traffic. Table 9.3 shows the world's major airports, ranked in terms of 1989 cargo tonnage. Note that both Dayton and Louisville are on the list. That is because they serve as hubs for mail air parcel haulers. In the United States, most commercial airports are owned and operated by some type of public authority, such as city, Cleveland Hopkins Airport, or state governments. Baltimore Washington International Airport, under the jurisdiction of the Maryland Department of Transportation. U.S. commercial airports may also be run by airport commissions, such as Washington Dulles and Washington National Airports, which until the late 1980s were owned and operated by U.S. government. The ownership and operation of commercial airports can have important implications for planning and managerial decisions. For instance, when Washington Dulles and Washington National Airports were controlled by the U.S. government, nearly all major financial and operational decisions had to be approved by both bodies of the U.S. Congress. Often an arduous and onerous task, indeed the current remodeling of Washington National would have been difficult to undertake if national were still under the aegis of the U.S. government. However, privatization